Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to Lisa in Tanaland, my adventures in Unreal Engine 5.3. Okay, here we are again. I've been quite busy and the most thing of my business is some things that are not so huge, like here you can see all this huge amount of trees. That's not so much work, but what I did is smaller, but more important, I added gameplay, and you will see in a minute or so. And I changed the landscape material, so in the beginning I started with rather plain colors for the ground textures, because I thought, okay, it's low poly and therefore it should be rather plain and only with some spots. But then I thought, no, I don't like it so much, and therefore I added some cobblestones here, and this should be gravel, but it looks more like an irregular cobblestone. Maybe I will find a gravel texture later. Yeah, and here I changed whoops, quite something. Let's see. Here this is this here is the dirt, and it got more texture. And here I removed those field objects because somehow I didn't like them so much, and instead I made some real ground, and I like it much better. So this is the garden field texture for the moment. And as you can see, I added more plants here, not only the pumpkins but more tomatoes, and here those corn plants. I really like how they are moving in the wind. This is wonderful, and I have to learn how to do this. And what I did is, there I built a village, but it's rather plain, and I discovered that there are quite a lot of buildings in the 2 packs that I have, but somehow in the end you don't have much variety, I found. And there in the town pack that I have, there is a modular building system with different walls where you can stick together your own buildings, which is very good for developers that can't build houses in Blender themselves. But I thought somehow, okay, I don't need such a thing. It would take me longer to stick together a house with those modular assets than to build it in Blender from scratch. And therefore I decided I will build houses more or less from scratch. I won't use those houses here in my game, that in my first game that I will be building. And yeah, they are nice, those houses, so they are totally okay, but for me, I decided I want to make my own houses because somehow I love building houses, and I think maybe I will do something with timber framed houses, because the first game what I want to build will be a gardening game, more homestead, but only with gardening, no farming, as I already told you, I guess. And it will be in a time where there won't be cars or tractors, so it will be maybe like 1850 or 1900, around in this era. And therefore I thought maybe timber frame would be very, very nice, because it gives this very old-fashioned feeling, very vintage. And that's what I want to accomplish. Yeah, And here you can see I changed the rock texture as well, and I like it better like this. So I discovered more and more those very plain things, very low poly, in the low poly art style, what these trees are, for example. I don't like it so much. And maybe it would be wonderful if we would have a top-down game, so where you always play from above, but I make a game where you are inside the world and running around. And for this extreme low poly is not so much my thing. And therefore I decided to remove all those trees, and I already have different trees that are still low poly, but they look completely different. They have their own leaves, and they are not like wobbly balloons with edges, but they look much more like trees, and it's wonderful. This will be the topic of the next video, removing all those trees and the grass and the flowers, and instead adding more trees and flowers, different ones. And I really wonder how it will look then. I think it will change everything completely. I hope so. Yeah, and then you already saw the tractor driving in the last video, so this is nothing new for you, but it's still funny. Maybe it's time that I show you the apple trick. Oh, and maybe before that, oh no, first we go to harvest some apples in-game. Very simple game mechanic. Oh, and here this tractor is driving too. I changed the model, but it's the first game mechanic. It was so difficult for me, and I know it's very simple, and I have to learn much more complicated game interactions, and I will. The first sometimes is the most difficult, and I hope I will learn to implement more gameplay faster. Okay, so now here we have an apple. We just go there and we have it. And now we go to the apple tree region. There are several apple trees. Did you hear it? It makes pop when you collect the apple from the tree. And the number on the upper right is rising. And maybe you wonder, what is this sound? It was an apple where my partner had an apple with a little stem, and I had the recording device and I set it on recording, and he pulled this little stem, and that is exactly an apple harvesting sound. So it's nothing artificial, it's exactly what it should be. So here are some more apples, and here this is too high, and when I jump I get it. So just get some more. Okay, I think now we have enough. Now we go and sell them. And here we have our selling station, our little market stall. And this money is how the little wooden box opens, and we make money, sound with the money. And it was exactly that. I had some pennies in a box, and I crumbled this pennies. And now when I go back and harvest more apples, Oh, and as you can see, I have $9 now. Okay, and another one. Ah, 2 now. And as you can see, it counts the new apples and it stays with the $9. And if I go and sell, now we have $14. And here we have some neighbors, but they are just standing there idling. Yeah. Oh, I like it, how this looks. And now I'll show you what I want to do next. The next day of my Unreal Engine adventure in the Easter time is the last day, and so I want to do this with the trees, and then I won't stop completely, but I will work more slowly on the Unreal Engine adventure. I will finish my map Wunzig as fast as possible, and then I can start with my my real game, and this is just for trying. Okay, so now we stop this. We are back in the editor, and I hope I can show you the pack with the packs with the trees. So I bought 2 more packs, and maybe you wonder, I always say, oh, I bought this pack and I bought that pack, and if you want to be a solo indie developer, then you could either decide to work on a game for 7 years, like Stardew Valley or so, or Manor Lords, or you can decide, okay, I buy lots of the assets that others can do faster than me or better than me, and I do what I'm good at or what I really love to do. I love to build buildings, and therefore I will build buildings, but I will use quite a lot of bought assets, because only then I will be able to make a game in 1 or 2 years. So now let's have a look. I have a meadow pack and with leaf trees, and I have a mountain pack with spruce-like trees. And here, this is part of the, maybe, I omit that we have half of the screen full of it. This will be the meadow pack. And with this I will, make a nicer landscape. And here we have the trees. Oh, and this is a wonderful tree. They have a demo landscape where you can have a look, and it's awesome. It's really nice. Maybe in the next video I go with you into this demo landscape. But now we try to get this tree. It looks good. Oh, it looks good. Maybe this will be the future apple trees. And then we have this birch. Oh, it looks so friendly. And this is a wonderful tree. Oi, 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 oi. Isn't it awesome? And now let's get some flowers. Here we have rocks. I will add rocks to the mountains. And I hope that the grass is moving. We will see. Here we have a crop field clump. Let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, it looks like canola. Okay. Yeah, I think it's nice in the landscape. With this yellow color, so as a spot, we have grass around and spots of this will be really, really nice. And they have all moving leaves. Look what a difference that is. I really love it. I'm looking so much forward to switching all those strange trees that we have there, those low poly trees, to those. I think it will make a huge difference. So let's have a look at all the stuff that we will have. Here are more flowers, rocks, and more flowers, and a water plane, and a wildflower patch. And then there are props. Lots of props with a fireplace and a bridge and mushrooms. And here, though, I like those little stone piles. We could make it at areas where we could have hiking. We can make those, and signs as well. Oh, I'm totally in love with this pack somehow. A well and a water wheel. And you can do so many nice things with this. And it has rigged vehicles, a hand cart, and a steam car. Imagine a steam car. But I think I won't use the steam car in the game. In the later game. Maybe I just put it out. This is funny. Very, very funny. This is really awesome. It's like a locomotive, but as a car. But I think I will use this hand wagon. Or I will try to use it. Oh, I like it so much. And then we have the mountain pack. Where is it? I haven't checked it out. I saw the demo landscape. I have been there to export it into this my own project. Here we have the pines and spruce. Oh, they're all called pine. I would say it looks more like a spruce, but doesn't matter. In the end, it's a needle tree. And there we have snow. What is it called in English? Snow flowers is not the right word. I knew a snowdrop, I think. And other flowers and bushes and very nice rocks. And we have even some blue stalactites. So if I want to make a dungeon, not a dungeon, a grotto more like. I wouldn't make a dungeon, but more a cave. A cave is the right word. So if I want to make a cave, then I could use those as decoration. And I think I have a lot of possibilities with those two packs. And here are the props. And they are not as many as in the other pack, but still awesome. It's an A-frame cabin, and I like this bench. And we even have a backpack for hiking. And fishes, low poly fishes. So we could make some fishing game inside the game. Yeah, and a tent, but that looks much too modern. Even in my childhood, we didn't have those kind of tents. they were more like a roof, like an A-frame but with canvas. But still, a boat. Yeah, I think we can make a wonderful game. Did I tell you I will make the buildings myself? Yeah, and the last thing I wanna tell you is when we look at this here, yeah, okay, at this character, I don't like it so much, those characters, those low poly characters. The same like with the trees, and yeah, I have to find a way to make better characters. No realistic one, but something in between. And yeah, I will find a way. If I don't find an easy way, I will learn how to build them in Blender myself. Okay, so maybe we have a look how this is looking in-game. So, we take this apple. And in the game, I think you will be hungry, and yeah, you can cook in your kitchen. Oh, they already have a lot of problems. That's very good. That is, we took the physical model. Let's say I can push it. Oh, but it has to learn a lot. And I have to learn a lot to make it working. But I think it will be awesome. Look, look. I like this birch tree a lot. And this is the perfect apple tree. I have some apples down there that are easy to reach and some further up to jump. And if this is not so distorted, I think this is awesome and funny. Yeah, maybe I will use such a thing in a later game. Okay. So, now wish me good luck that I can build a nice landscape with this, with those new trees and new grass, and so I'm sure I will be able to, and I'm looking forward to. It will be fantastic. Okay, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.